Hello everyone, welcome to Omni Gyan. Today we are going on a journey back to 18th century France, a time when the world was about to witness one of the most powerful revolutions in human history. This is the story of the French Revolution, a movement that shook the very foundation of monarchy and gave birth to democracy, liberty, and equality. Let's begin. France, 1789, a country full of beauty, art, and culture. But behind the grand palaces and fine wine was a storm waiting to explode. The poor were starving, the rich were partying, and people had had enough. This is the story of how ordinary people rose up and changed the course of history forever. Welcome to the French Revolution. Chapter 1, Introduction. What was the French Revolution? Before the revolution, France was ruled by King Louis XVI and society was divided into three groups or estates. First estate, the church. Second estate, the nobles or kings. Third estate, common people like farmers, workers and merchants. But here's the twist. The third estate was the biggest group, yet they had no real power. They paid all the taxes while the rich and powerful paid nothing. People were poor, hungry, and tired of injustice. Meanwhile, the royal family lived in luxury at the Palace of Versailles. Chapter 2. Why did the French Revolution start? There are four main reasons why the revolution began. Number 1. Economic crisis. France was in huge debt due to wars and royal spending. Food prices rose, people were starving. Second point, social inequality. Unfair system where the third estate had no voice and carried all the burden. Point number 3, Enlightenment ideas. Thinkers like Voltaire, Rousseau inspired people to demand freedom, equality, and democracy. And the last one, number 4, weak leadership. King Louis XVI was seen as indecisive and disconnected from people's problems. But finally, people decided enough is enough. Chapter 3, The Storming of the Bastille. On July 14, 1789, a crowd of angry citizens stormed the Bastille prison in Paris. It was not just about freeing prisoners, it was a symbol of breaking tyranny. This event became the start of the revolution, and Bastille Day is still celebrated in France as Independence Day. Chapter 4, The Rise of the People, National Assembly. Soon the people formed a new group, the National Assembly. They made a powerful document, the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. The declaration said, all men are born free and equal. Next, every citizen has freedom of speech, religion and press. And the third one was, no one is above the law. This was a major step towards democracy. The king tried to stop it, but the people grew stronger. Women also joined the revolution. In October 1789, thousands of women marched to Versailles, the king's palace, demanding bread and justice. Chapter 5, The Fall of the King and Queen, that is monarchy. The king and queen tried to escape, but they were caught and brought back to Paris. In 1792, monarchy was abolished. France became a republic. 1 year later, in 1793, King Louis XVI was found guilty of treason and was executed by guillotine. A few months later, Queen Marie Antoinette was also executed. The revolution had now turned extremely violent. Chapter 6, The Reign of Terror, Chaos and Bloodshed. After the king's death, things got even more violent. A leader named Robespierre took over. He believed anyone against the revolution should die. This period was called the Reign of Terror, and it ranged from 1793 to 1794, where over 16,000 people were executed, even innocent ones. Eventually, Robespierre himself was executed, and the people started to demand peace. Chapter 7, Rise of Napoleon and End of the Revolution. After Robespierre's fall, France became unstable. People were tired of chaos and wanted peace. That's when a strong and brilliant military leader named Napoleon Bonaparte rose to power. In 1799, he led a coup and took control of France. He ended the revolution and promised stability, order, and strength. Although he became an emperor later, many ideas from the revolution, like liberty, equality, and fraternity, inspired not just France but the entire world. Conclusion: why the French Revolution still matters. The French Revolution changed the world. It showed that people have the power to fight injustice and create a better society. It gave birth to the ideas of human rights, democracy, and equal justice, values we still fight for today. So, the next time you hear the words liberty, equality, and fraternity, remember the brave people of France who started this revolution that echoed through time. So, that was the story of the French Revolution, a story of struggle, sacrifice, and a dream of a better world. If you like this video, do like, share, and subscribe to Omni Gyan for more such stories in simple language. Thanks for watching.